Hi everyone, Michelle here from the Creative Cove. Thanks for joining me today. Today I am just playing with some fun little thrifty things I picked up. Plus I want to use a bunch of stuff I've got kicking around on my desk here. I thought maybe I could do like some flip-flop insert folders of some kind. We'll see where it takes us. I don't know what these are, but I thought the little things might be like a little ticket papers or something, but we'll see. I'm gonna open them up. Let's open them right now. I paid $2. I love shopping at the Salvation Army. I think they do wonders for the community. So here's another thing I got from them. So anytime I can support them, I will. Boutique, oh, they're buttons. Oh, how cute. Look at this old guy, Eaton's. Man, that's been closed a long time. I don't even know what's in here, but I have to know. All kinds of, some little buttons that probably went with a sweater or something. Oh my gosh, this is really cute too, the little envelope and the old tags. So you never know what you're gonna find in a thrift shop. I mean, that's the beauty of it. I also, the other day, picked up this wallpaper for $3. How fun is this wallpaper? Like, I would literally do my bathroom in this wallpaper, but there's not enough. So I'm just going to use it up in projects. Again, $3 for this huge roll. I mean, it's a big roll. I don't know if I can get it on camera how much is in there. There's a lot. Look at these fun buttons though. Four Seasons Group Hotel, little sewing packages. Man, I love the thrift store. It's just a treasure trove of funness. Pure virgin wool, so more buttons. How cute. And like, look at the old handwriting. I love it. So these must have come off like sample sweaters or something. I don't know, but I mean, right there's a little insert. There's a tag that you can, I mean, the possibilities are endless. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Yep, that's my life. And then I got these because they're playing cards, and I'm a little playing card addict when it comes to junk journaling. I really like just covering these or using them up in ways, and these ones I bought because they're super mini. So I thought they were really cute. I have no idea what the images are. Some knights on this one. How fun is that? It looks like a game. They're not actually game cards like your typical cards, but look at the little knights. Huh. Oh, this one is called War Card Game. No idea how to play that. Here's a pretty standard looking card set, but super mini. How cute. Even the back, you know, just gluing the back onto something and using this part is really fun. Could add, and look at the cute little containers. I mean, guaranteed ephemera's going in those. And then a big card set that I like to glue things together. And then the Old Maid. So again, little mini, I don't know how to play any of these. Oh, here's the rules. That's kind of fun. Great little thing for kids to do in a car until they drop all the cards. Yeah, my kids are all grown up now, but things like that all come flooding back. All those memories. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Add it to my messy collection on my desk. So cute. Like, you can really have fun with this in your journals. Okay, I'm not going to open them all, but that's what I picked up at the thrift shop today on my way into town. I always pop in if it's open. So I got that. And then I picked up my tape. I did a video on fabric tape the other day, and I used this one a lot. So this is the sports tape, and this one is from Dollarama. So I'm not sure where you live or what kind of dollar stores you have. In Ontario, we have Dollarama, which is American, and we have Dollar Tree, which is Canadian. So this one I got at the Dollar Tree, and this one says paper tape. So I haven't tried this one. And this was $1.25. So this might be super thin. It could be, and I keep these things too, because you can cover those. So we'll see how this one goes. Yeah, this one's a super thin tape, but you can see the texture of the woven kind of thin fabric in there. So I bet you this has a really beautiful translucency to it. So, and I mean, look at it all for $1.25. And then I picked up this gauze because it said flexible and self-adhesive. And I love the texture of gauze and things. So I wonder if it's got a sticky backing. And if it does, I'm buying more because I think this would be a lot of fun to use. Or if it's just super clingy and it clings to itself. So it is. It's one of those ones that as you roll it around your thumb kind of thing, it sticks to itself. But still, like, look at the textures and fun in that. Oh boy, we're gonna have some fun. So thinking outside the box when it comes to finding treasures and things like that, have a look around your local shops. Don't necessarily have to shop at, you know, a scrapbooking store or a art store. You can think outside the box a little. So I'm going to use some of these up. Now I have a bunch of journals that could use like an insert. So I was thinking maybe using some inserts, and all of this as well I have gotten from the thrift shop. I haven't bought any of this brand new. So I like to thrift. I'm a thrifty kind of girl. So I thought we could use our tape, maybe put together some goodies. I'm not currently doing a voiceover because Millie is sleeping. So we're gonna roll with that, but if she starts barking, then I'm gonna have to go back to voiceover. So I'm just gonna try this cheap tape, this Dollar Tree tape. See how this goes. And my plan is just to put together a few bits and bobs using this tape and then embellish them. So I have that. I think I'll put a piece right down the middle here. So easy. I mean, and I love the wrinkles personally. I get it if you don't, but I love them. Maybe it's because I'm getting a lot myself. It's time to accept wrinkles in my life. That's cute. See if I want to keep a envelope on that, like a folder, a pocket, I mean. Okay, so we use one of those. Let's maybe use this big guy. He's pretty wide, so I think I'll chop him down a bit. Is that even straight? Probably not. Fold him in half a little bit. And these are just envelopes I picked up. So I've got that one that way. Maybe we'll go this way on this one. It's still a little bit wider than I would like. So I'm going to fold it. And then I'm going to chop this down a little more. And I have my little round punch here. Maybe I will just remind myself that that could be a potential pocket right there. So let's... Okay. So pocket, pocket. And then where'd my foldy thing go? Here it is. So we got this one going this way. Maybe I'll have this one going this way. So now it's decision time. Do I want a little pocket here? And I think I will. So what I'm going to do to save myself some time is just staple that closed. And then I will tape this to this. Yep. I'm going to use the thicker stuff this time. So this is the Dollarama sports adhesive tape. So you can see it also has a lot of fun texture in it. I love, this is my favorite one because you can stamp on this. Well, this is really the only one I've tried. This is brand new. So I might end up liking that one too. I don't know yet. I'm just going to stick this on here. Now, of course, you can decorate these first and then build it. But I wanted to build and decorate. Oh, made a mess of the tape here. There we go. And then I think I'll put this in the middle here, instead of right at the bottom, just for some interest. There we go. So if you want the tape to sit on top of whatever you decide to put in here, you want to tape it after. But I can always add more tape if I feel I want to do that. So I have a bit of an accordion thing going. I think for this one though, do you want to glue that? I think I will. So I'm going to take some glue here. And I'm going to glue this pocket down. So I kind of invent as I go. You know, I don't have any specific thing in mind here. And I put glue all the way up here. So that was a bobo. I don't have anything specific in mind. I'm just kind of go by feel right now. Let's add one of these guys. I think we'll go back. We'll just go with an accordion style. Kind of like that. Now this needs to open, so that might not work. So maybe we'll go this way. Because I need this to open, I want to not touch anything on that. So I will glue this here. I mean, tape it here. Move some of my goodies out the way. Let's use the thinner stuff. And just stick her down. Not worried too much about the final result at this point. I really just want to build my little flip-flop, see which direction it takes me, and then decorate. So even if I didn't get to decorating today, I have all these, I could build a bunch of these and have them ready to decorate in the theme that I want to decorate in. So each journal can have its own theme. Okay, there we go. So I'm at that point right now. It's getting pretty thick. So I could leave it there. But what else have I got to play with? I've got this Mylar. I've got this really cool thing I picked up at the post office the other day. And it's just got that kind of Mountie Canadian stamp. I love it. But I thought this is a really cool paper, but it's a bit big for this. And I don't really want to cut it yet, so I'll think about that one. I have these really cool US airmail. Well, I call them US because I always think of the US when I see this color. I don't know if they are actually US type envelopes or not. Let me know. These ones are a bit thin, and I think these are kind of vintage. They've been around a while, so they're not very super stable. So they're a bit on the thin side for this project as well. I might pass on that. Let's do a regular envelope. Something see-through here would be fun. Okay, let's chop her down. And then this is open here. Make sure I have the right orientation for what I want. So this can go right here. Don't you just love using up junk? My husband's like, well, why do you keep all this? I'm like, why wouldn't you? Silly question. Only us junk journalers or us creative minds really fully understand why we keep these things. I'm just gonna, it's a little bit far away from the side. I want to move it a little bit closer. There we go. Right? I mean, we get it. And the problem is I end up collecting things. As you can see, I go to the thrift shop a lot. And then I'm like, okay, I really got to start using this stuff up. It's a bit ridiculous how much I have. So there's a cute little tuck corner in there we can use. I think we'll do one more thing. Let's see. What do I want to attach to this? I have this paper. I really like these. Oh, I like the color of these. Maybe we'll just do something simple, like a little peekaboo kind of thing. Let's do that. And reinforce this, because this envelope's a bit thicker than the last one, but it's not super thick. And I'll use the cheapy stuff. You know what? I'm gonna go right around here, just for a little extra reinforcement. What's nice is you don't mind using this because you don't use it sparingly, because it didn't cost you a fortune to use. And it's not washi tape, where it can be pricey. Just gonna cut that little extra off. And I'll have to cut here so that the flap opens. With my ginormous scissors. There we go. And I might just put another piece in here just for reinforcement. I think this stuff is going to be fun to ink up because, again, it's got that real light texture to it. So that's a fun little insert to put in. Shall we decorate it? Do you guys want to stick around? Let's move this out of the way. Clean up some space, and then maybe pull out my scraps. Let's use up some scraps. Something fun and different here. So what's this? An old ticket. That's fun. That looks really old. I think that must be a voucher for like a train, because it's got a cutout on it. Chippewa. Huh. Chippewa. Yeah, Native American. All right. Put it right here maybe. That's cool. Let's actually rip what I don't need. Actually, I'll just wrap it around because I don't want to waste it. It's pretty cool. I wonder if Chippewa Rama. First Nations. First Nation. Oops. I don't know where this came from, but it's pretty darn cool. So I will put it in there. Maybe I will use a little bit out here. Kind of collage it in. All right, what else have we got? Let me just grab my ruler. I don't see my little one, so I'll grab my big one. I'm just going to collage the front for now till I get something going. Hope I'm in frame here. I wasn't even paying attention. Collage it up and then maybe make a focal point after. Just use up some scraps here, some really pretty scraps I've got kicking around. I always like to leave an edge to my paper. I don't know why, it's just the look I like. But of course, you do what you like. And I like kind of how it frames everything. And I don't want to cover up this really cool pinky orangey color. It's kind of fun. I don't know if you guys can see my scraps or not. Hope so. Oh, that's too cool to rip up. We don't want to do that. So, some paper here. maybe use one of these playing cards that we just got. It's kind of a fun color. Just gonna have a sip of my coffee. I'm quite thirsty. And then let's use some fun wallpaper. I got a little scrap here actually. I mean, honestly, this wallpaper is so cool. Maybe a little bit smaller than that. A little bit uneven. Put the ace. Okay, now this I would just normally wet. Oh, I do have water. So I'm just going to wet the wallpaper because it has the glue on it already. Fabulous. Shut that down. Push it quite hard. And then let's get some glue going on this guy. I'm going to ink all this up probably after. Could ink it as I go, but I kind of like it like that. And then where's that? It's got a cool tag here. Kind of like that. I wonder if I should put that underneath here before it's too late. Or maybe just leave it a tag. We'll do that because it's kind of cool. I don't want to cover this up. We could decorate the back. Yeah, I'm going to leave that just a regular tag. Put this wallpaper back over the top a little bit. Build up those layers. I like the Chicago showing through here on the back page. More stamp. Just going to break up this card a little. Just going to make it a focal point here. And then leave it at that until I decide what it is I want to do with this little insert. Do I want to create a theme with it? Do I want to just leave it all neutral and then let someone else decorate it when they pick up the journal? Passenger receipt. It doesn't say a National Railway Company. I'm just trying to see if there's any other places I would know. The Chippewa is the only one, and I'm sure there's like a Chippewa Falls in the States too. So it might not be national. I'm trying to think. There's the Canadian National Railway, but I'm sure the States has a National Railway as well. So I don't know what country it belongs to, but it is a cool kind of piece of memorabilia there that I don't really want to cover up. But I do want to do something fun with this page. Oh, wait, what's this one? Is this another piece? No, this is a sewing pattern. That's cool. Let's use that. I'm going to leave that for now and figure out what I want to do with it after. But I think you guys can kind of get the idea of how fun it is to use these clusters of things up. You know, like literally go in your stash and pull out a bunch of different things and just tape them all together with super cheap tape. Oh, I got another roll of tape too. I picked up some masking tape because I wanted to see. Now this is from Dollar Tree. It's just super cheap masking tape. I don't even know how well it sticks or if it sticks too hard. But I thought this could be kind of fun too to kind of throw in a journal. Let's maybe stick it in the crease here. I like this ripped part though, so I don't really want to do that. Let's try something else. So I'm going to put a bunch of this down. So it feels like it's got a bit of a plasticky top to it, like a waterproofing at the top, and it does not peel nicely. So that's a little frustrating. Like it breaks, see? I can't get it to peel a good long piece before it starts to fall apart, but that is cheap tape for you. gonna tape a section here and maybe do like stamp on it or something. Ugh. Well, that's annoying. Just something like that. And then this piece maybe we'll add to the collage. So I like to continue putting elements through. I like to repeat elements over and over again throughout the journal. So if I use the tape here, I'm going to use it on other pages. And I think that's a really cool looking texture, actually. So you never know. Think, oh, I'll use it for tape, but it could be used for so much. And I like the texture on that. That's really cool. Okay, back to this page. I'm all over the place today. Back to this. Let's chop this without cutting the envelope open. Okay. Maybe create some layers of tape textures. Let's try it. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. So instead of layering paper, we'll layer tape. Because we're unpredictable like that as crafters. You don't know what we're going to think of next. I'll cut open that piece in here so I don't tape my envelope closed. It's probably a lot easier to work with small scissors. There we go. That's kind of fun. I like to maybe cut this a little bit. I'll rip it so it's not so nice on the end. All right, and maybe another little piece of masking tape. We got paper and tape everywhere. Another little piece. Kind of work with it since it likes to rip on itself. There, something different. And then you can stamp on this or draw on it, whatever you want to do. It's kind of fun. Okay, I'm going to glue this guy down. I don't know if I like that against this orange though. I'm gonna go a little different. Let's use this guy. Just feel like that orange is not sitting well with that color brown. Maybe frame it a little more. Of course, you can always turn this into a tuck spot or a pocket as well. But I think I'm just going to maybe even use this side so I can sketch on it. Yeah, let's do it. So this video might be longer than I intended. But hopefully it's inspiring you to collage along with me and use up some of your goodies. Let's do this just to break up that solid piece. And use up this really cool wallpaper. Again, there's there's glue on the back of this, so I just need to wet it with some water. And it will adhere for me. And like wallpaper, you have a few seconds to maneuver. There we go. I think I'll leave that. This could be kind of cool. I'm trying to think what else I can do with this. Maybe make a little spot or something. Ooh, that's cool paper. I don't know. We'll leave that for now. Where are we at? Was I upside down there? No. Okay, so there. This. Could decorate this here with something. That's fun. And then, of course, you can get into your stash of all your ready-made collection of ephemeras to glue in here. So I did a video not too long ago on using stuff like that. So this is kind of cute. Staple this together here with my ridiculously long stapler. And then you can put cute little bits and pieces in here. And then just tuck it in here. So I'm not even going to decorate that because I think that's really cool. So I'll just leave that in there. I'm going to ink this up. Let's start inking and seeing what vibe we want to work with our color. So my go-to is usually Vintage Photo. And as you can see, she's old. She's been around. We'll just make everything look a little older. Let's see how that tape just grabs the ink and gets really dirty, which is really fun. Of course, you want more control, you would do the inking before. You would, let's just snip this piece of tape so my pocket's a little bigger. You would do all the inking before you glued everything down. But I like it grungy, so it doesn't bother me if it's uneven in places. I also like doing this too because it indicates where I've missed on glue, where the tape is fragile. If I'm missing anything, I can hit it again with a glue stick. You can do more or less in certain areas. This bit poking out from the envelope here could be fun to decorate something as well. So right here it is glued. So you can always reintroduce an element that you liked. So I like this paper. I'm going to throw that in there just to break up how brown that is. And I do like that color envelope, but it's not my favorite. So I will just keep playing with things until I get, where's that masking tape? Until I get it the way I like it. I just throw a little bit of this in there, just to tone it down. Maybe a little bit at the bottom. And then, of course, I can always use a piece of that fun wallpaper, which I think I will. Where did I put it? I know I had a scrap around here somewhere. Okay, maybe not. So I'll just go off camera here and chuck a little piece. Okay, so I'm just going to literally pull a piece like that. In this case, I'm just going to throw some glue down. Am I on camera? Sorry. There we go. Oops. There we go. I'll let that dry for a second while I ink the rest. Oh, there's the scrap. So maybe I want to put just a little mini sketch here. And I do have a couple of tiny things. So I have these really beautiful pieces of that I fussy cut out, and I believe these are from Tracy Fox. And I keep meaning to use them up because I think they're really cool. Something like that. And then one of our stamps that we did recently, we carved our own little super mini stamp. I want to leave some red on the other side. So something like that. Just a little cluster in the front of this, I think is perfect. It's all we need. And then these I just did on dirt cheap watercolor paper. And I really kind of like the little pop of red in there. Maybe we can use something off the back of this card. Is it red enough? It feels a little bit pink on the back. What else have we got that's red? Don't have a lot of red. It's not really my go-to color, but let me have a look around and see what I got. Okay, well I found these and I have used these before, but they've got a nice red in them and I really like the linear line and the numbers. So I am going to see what I can do out of this. Let's just take the whole coupon for starters. Maybe I want to keep the admit one on this one. Kind of break the element right up. Do I want to keep it as one piece? Or do I want to keep it as two? Kind of like the admit one. It's fun. And then I can use this part down here. Kind of want the red box all the way around the coupon, so I'm going to recut another one. And I got these from the thrift shop as well, and I got a million of these. Like a million. So cutting them up and wasting the rest, I don't feel bad about. But I don't have stamps, like numbered stamps and things like that, so I think it's really kind of nice to reuse these sorts of things. I don't want to cover up this one either. Let's see what I'm working with here. Open it up, see how far down I can go. Maybe introduce it at the top. Just kind of playing, you know, building up your little repertoire of things is really fun. Kind of center that as a passport of some kind. Why not? Let's do it. The more I think about it, the harder it is to make a decision. So we'll just go for it. And I'll ink these up once they're dried a little. Reintroduce some more red with a little bit more of a graphic detail. It's fun. Okay, I like that. That's cute. So I got this bright orange here, which I'm not a big fan of. So let's cover this orange bit up with a little something. And I think what I would like to use, you guessed it, more wallpaper. Because I've got tons to use here. I'm not really paying attention to the writing of the pattern. I'm just chopping out bits to use up. The writing's really fun here, so I will use that. So let's, ooh, I grabbed my paintbrush here and I'm just going to wet the paper as opposed to wetting the wallpaper and see if that works. I'm gonna line it up a little bit easier. Cut away what I don't need. How do you not love working with wallpaper? How easy was that, right? That's super duper. I should probably let it dry a little before I manipulate it. But if it doesn't stick, I can just grab the glue stick and go from there. Just want to be careful not to cut your envelope open. I just run my fingers down it, kind of rough it up. Make sure that there's no sticky edges popping out. Let's fold this now. Make sure I fold it nice and neat. We'll ink it up. My ink is really starting to dry. There we go. See if I like that better. Yeah, see, the orange is gone. Much neater. I don't mind little pops of it here and there, but not a huge fan of that one. That bright orange. So obviously I have cut it crooked. No surprise there, but that's okay because I want to add more of this tape because I think it's really cool. It's just his legs sticking out. It's kind of funny. And just cover that up like that, and let's see if we can really grunge this tape right up. And maybe we could make one of these fun button things in here. All right, let's see what we got to play with. I'm curious what I've got in here. What's that? Super fun. It's already a dangle. Perfect. We'll even leave the buttons in. So what do I want to use here? Let's see. I'm going to use it as a kind of like a surprise and open me. So I lose this. The price tag's kind of fun. All right, let's do it. Let's throw this in the back. I'm going to throw extra glue on this because it's shiny and it's going to open and close quite a bit, so we need it pretty sticky. I could have stapled that in and done a tuck spot. That could have been fun. And then maybe do something on this guy, though I really like the writing, the old handwriting. I think we'll just make it look older. You can focal point this as well and put something fun in there. Again, building around your theme of journal and what you want it to be about. Just building up a bunch of these so you can see how shiny it is. Even maybe it's a sewing book because now you got buttons in it. Of course, you can take the buttons out. I'm going to leave them for now. Fun. So that. This one needs a little work. What do we want to do in here? What stamps do I have out? I think I only have this guy out. I've been using him a lot in my videos. And this is old ink, so it might not stamp as well as I like. We'll see. If we don't like it, we'll cover it. So it doesn't cover as much as I would like. So let's put something on here. No, bring our scraps back in. Let's see what else we got. See what else we got. See how my desk gets out of control super duper fast. Dark. Butterflies. Everybody loves a butterfly. That's kind of fun. Just a piece of this right in here. Just right down the middle, maybe. Just to break up that solid Do I have my, yes I do. So I've got my trusty one that I always use, my old-fashioned handwriting one. And I'm going to throw a little bit of that peeking out the side. Let me just make sure I'm in frame again. Okay, I like that. So now I'm going to just chop this right there. And glue it down. So I still have that really pretty tape poking through that element underneath. That's really fun. All these different textures, and that's how I like to create my journals, with lots of textures. Just have fun like that. So this one I think I'm just going to do a solid color. Where's my solid scraps? Good question. They could be anywhere on this desk. I don't know where I've put those. All right, let's go back, see if we get lucky. Here's a white piece. Okay, so let's just tear this down a little bit smaller. Ooh, I gotta tidy. I've got to tidy up. Make this up a little. And then I'll ink it up with this a little. Kind of tone it down a wee bit. Let's glue it in first. So like I said, you could create a bunch of these little flip-flop bits and then in one sit-down session, and then you can just have fun decorating them after. Maybe I will reintroduce that element back in, if I can find where I put those now. Oh, Michelle, grab some more. So because these are on the cover, might be fun just to add these back in. Like I said, I got a lot. Maybe we'll use this side this time, the coupon side. Just glue that right in. Just reintroducing that red element back in the journal elsewhere. Totally random, you know. Why would you have coupons in the middle of your journal? Well, because they're not expected. like to surprise you here at the Creative Cove and use random things. So when I do journals, I do like to leave sections open like this, simply so that I can add in a sketch, or if I've found this really kind of cool piece of paper, I can just throw it in on top. Maybe, you know, I find as I'm going through this wallpaper, I can cut something very specific that I like and use it as a focal point. As a matter of fact, we'll do that right now. Why not? Let's use this potion bottle kind of looking thing. It's kind of fun. Try and cut it straight. And maybe I'll take her just to see which one I like better. I think I do like her better. It's like old advertisements, old newspaper. Right? Just throw her in there. And there's still room to sketch. Reintroduce some texture I've used throughout. Just poking through. And it's that repetitiveness of elements that make things cohesive. So you only need a few things, like a few different kinds of papers, and just repeat them. It's kind of fun. So we got like sewing here. I'm assuming it's some sort of lingerie ad. And then buttons on this side. Darling! Okay, it's a little bit left to go. Bear with me. Hopefully you're still with me. A little bit of this music paper could be fun. We haven't used anything like that yet. Collage that down. And again, you can reintroduce the piece if you're worried about it. No, just throw it in. Just gonna repeat it. Use those scraps on your desk that we all have in the end of our craft session, right? Just a little indication like that. Just gonna throw this in here. I like the little writing on the side. Okay, what else have we got? We use some of this. Let's use that again. And I just glue it down. Have some fun. And the wallpaper. So normally I'd use water, but I'm a bit too lazy and I've got the glue stick in my hand. So I will do that. What else did we use? Tape. Here's our tape. Piece of tape. Actually, I'll just use this one. I quite like this cheapy one because it is transparent. So I can go over top of the writing and not lose the writing. Right over top of the music notes. Tone them down a little. Just use that scrap over here. Okay, and maybe even just leave that and stamp it. And maybe this way the writing goes up this way. Uh-oh, she's gonna bark. Here she goes. Hang on a second. I had to switch over to voiceover because she wouldn't settle. And I thought I was recording this, but I apparently did not record it. And I just made some little tuck spots here, little envelopes. Not envelopes, but here's that little wall piece, just a ripped piece of wallpaper and then taped down for some tuck spots. Just to finish off those little pages. I stuck another little rough piece through the center here to break up that flat tape section we did. Here's the envelope. I glued it down a little bit so it grunged up, and then I'll just hit it with some ink. And the other little envelope here. And then over on the other side, we finished those together. And then here I just cut a piece of coupon up going up the side just to introduce a little bit of red. And then I did a sketch on that blank piece of paper we had glued down. So wherever there's some empty spots, I do love to add some sketching. So I hope you like this little video. I hope it gives you some inspiration on using up all your little goodies, bits and pieces, packaging that you may have received, and have some fun. Take care, everyone. Bye.